Okay, so for you to start a new project, come to new. Okay, then bring in your data sets. So we have uploaded our data sets. To confirm that, you come to new, click on blank experiment to start a new project. So after you have clicked on blank experiment, come and check if you have your data set, your saved data set. So click on it, you have my data set. You can see the data set is here. All right. So bring the data set into the working space. All right. All right. When you bring the data set into the working space. So this is the data set. Then the next thing you need to do, view your data set, visualize, click on the one there and visualize your data. So let's see the data and be sure that the data is in order. So you can see that the data, we have the age, the work class. So you can see we have 32,561 rows and 15 columns. So you can see the data here, the income. After visualizing your data, you can begin your process. So want to know the column to select. So let's select column in data. All right. So bring that here. Then join this together. So after you have selected your column in data, you go right here to find out, you launch it to bring in your data. So when you have launched that, we actually need all the data. So Control A and send it to this other side. Then, but if you don't need all the data, let's assume we don't need all the data. We select the one we need, send this to this way. Anyone you need, any of the columns you need, you select them to this other side. But we actually need all the data, so we send everything. Then click on this. You can see your modeling is gradually getting ready. So we have, after you have done that, the next thing is to think of the supervise the classification model that we want to use. And in this case, we want to use a classification model to predict. We are predicting if the users earn more than $50,000 or less than $50,000, and that's classification. So we use a particular type of classification here, the two-class boosted classification. Why do we prefer the two-class boosted classification? Is because it boosts the accuracy. If a particular variable is not giving you the accuracy of that variable is poor, it brings it to the background and promotes the one that is more accurate. So that's why it's called boosted. It gives you the more accurate data. So after you have done that, we now think of the model that we use to train the data. So model, so what's the model? The model that we need to use to train the data. So train model, right? Train model. Yeah, so bring it here. So we join this to this. And you can see it's telling you that there's no value